I'm going to light some incense. Take a minute to breathe. Take a minute to set an intention for this reading. Blow her out. And let's cleanse a little bit. Just cleansing the space before me. I'm ready and willing to receive messages. You can repeat that after me if you feel called to. I am ready to receive messages. For the highest good of all, we are ready to receive messages. Thank you. I'm going to cleanse you a little bit. I hope that you're able to receive this fully. I hope that you're able to get in touch with your intuition and know if this is for you or not for you. I'm sending so much love your way. Without further ado, let's get into the messages for today. We have 3 decks. We have Talking to Heaven. I really felt called to this. We have the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. And we have my tried and true oldest deck, the Rider-Waite deck. So let's pull them out. That's the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. If you have recently been called to upping your personal protection or setting boundaries, or Lilith, or Hecate, if you've recently seen or heard of the crystals onyx and black obsidian, if you feel called to the crystal angelite, if you have a crystal necklace that you associate with a person from the other realm, or if you are feeling a little bit lost and in need of some guidance, this reading may be for you. We're going to put these decks to the side, and we're going to start to shuffle the Rider-Waite deck. If you've recently found yourself at a crossroads, or have felt the need to do spell work, this is also might be for you. Yeah, you are starting a new journey. And this journey that you're starting is one that involves a lot of solar plexus energy. It requires a lot of hard work. It requires a lot of determination, and you actually may be lacking in these places. Like right now, as this manifestation of yours is coming through, you may be noticing that you're actually less motivated and having a harder time with determination and willpower and getting things done. You may feel like you're not a leader. Whereas this card is saying that you're stepping into the energy of being a leader, you may still be in the lack period before you get here. And you may not even know much about this coming to you. You may only have a little bit of information. Like maybe you'll see readings that'll tell you a little bit, but it won't tell you so much that it'll change your mindset at all. Or like it'll change. It doesn't, nothing can change anything because you don't know what you're supposed to be changing into almost. Yeah. You have experienced some hard times in your recent past. I feel as if you have actually played a big role in your failure. Like, say, I'm getting the example of somebody in school and they had the choice whether they fail or succeed, and it was up to the work that they had to do. Like, they needed to study a little bit more or something of that nature, and you failed because you chose in whatever it for whatever reason. Like, you didn't necessarily actively choose, but your nervous system was dysregulated and you couldn't, or you chose not to, whatever it is, you chose not to do the studying, the work to get to where you wanted to go. And you are feeling immense guilt and shame, subconsciously or consciously, because of this. And you feel like you're never going to get out of this. You feel like you're never going to get through this, and you don't know how you're going to recover. I want you to know that the universe is telling you that you can recover and you will recover. It's just going to take some time, because I'm getting the message like we have to turn around and right the wrongs of what had happened in the past. Like they might be a little bit disappointed in you, and they might be trying to get you to a place where you don't fail. And that might take a little bit of time, and in that time you're really sitting in this loss. And it's not, I don't think it's mine to tell you if you should continue to sit in this loss or not. I think that that's really going to be up to individual circumstances. But sitting in this loss can either be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your circumstance. Some of you might need to really feel it, whereas others of you might need to start moving out of it in order to heal. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is showing me that you will begin to work, if you haven't already, to overcome this battle that you lost. So then you can be stronger for next time. So then you can have what you need in order, like for example, this failure may have resulted in some sort of abundance loss, some sort of monetary loss, financial loss, and you are working on it. Even if you don't think you are, feeling this loss is also working on it. Like, there are so many different stages of working on it, and sometimes the first stage is mentally or emotionally before it can ever be physically. But you are beginning to work on it, and you are beginning to rebuild. And you're not there yet. There's a lack of balance in your life that is causing you to stay in this working energy. And I'm being told to tell you that that's okay right now. It's uncomfortable. You're not there yet, but things are changing in your favor. I'm hearing quantum leap. Like, it's time to take a leap, because you need to choose. And okay, you need to say, okay, I'm going to do this, and do it. I need to prove to yourself that you can do it. And then you need to say that you need to do that enough times to where you feel excited and happy every time you do it. To where you feel like you can get through it. I don't know if this is making sense, but you need to continuously try again, even when you fail, and then you will succeed. But if you don't try again, even when you're failing, you won't succeed. And it's like, yeah, I'm seeing like, I heard the straw that broke the camel's back, but I'm seeing it kind of in reverse. Whereas like, you can either let this take you away from your goal and you can let it derail you, or you can put the work in and say, okay, I failed. Now, how am I going to do better next time? Now, how am I going to change? Now, how am I going to get from here to here? What am I going to do to get there? Because I know that I have the power to. I know that if I try, fail, try, fail, at some point the coin is going to turn in my favor and I am going to succeed. And you need to know that. You need to trust that. You need to feel that you will succeed. You will succeed. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, your dreams are, it's almost like you have so many options on what you're going to do with your life, what your dreams are. And like, you just have to choose. You have to be the leader of your own life and make the choice. Like, if there are multiple career paths, this is also sounds like it could be for somebody who's like transitioning from like grade 12 to university, or like, or whatever, the last grade of high school to university, or transitioning from one job to the next or one career to the next. It's that crossroads, and it doesn't have to be just schooling or career. It can be in other areas. I just feel more called to talk about career. Like, it could be in love, it could be in anything, okay? But you are feeling called. It's like, if this were love, it would be like you have multiple different characteristics and qualities in a person that you like, and you don't, it's almost like you don't know if you want like a farm like a farmer pal. I don't know how to explain this. Like, if you're type, let's say you have like two types and you're like, which one do I want? Or you have a couple different career options and you're like, which one do I feel the most called to do? I feel called to all of them. Which one am I going to choose? It's up to you. It's up to you. But whatever one you choose, make sure that you are putting your full 100% effort into it. And 100% doesn't mean you don't have time for other things. You can do other things, you can have other time. It's just that your 100% means if you devote an hour to working on whatever it is you want to work on every single day, 1 hour, where the only thing you can do is your work 100%. How many hours of that is that a week? If you do that every single day, that's 7 hours in 1 week, and that's better than nothing. And you just have to commit to 1 hour a day. Answer the call, or the call will be answered for you. That is sassy. That whatever I just got from a spirit guide was very, very sassy. It's almost like the hard truth. Answer the call, or the call will be answered for you. I want to get some messages from above. Messages from above. Is there anything else that wants to come through on this portion of the reading? I send you loving signs through nature. I'm seeing and hearing 444. So that might be a sign that you are sent. Butterflies, dragonflies, cactus, sunflowers or dandelions to indicate doing the work. I'm getting there's a lot of different signs and synchronicities that you'll see throughout your life, specifically when you're outside, specifically when you're in nature, specifically when you're in touch with yourself. And those signs are just like loving nudges, loving yeses from above, if you will. And then we have, I am here helping you. Yeah, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your soul family on the other side, they are here helping you. They're here sending you signs. They are here helping you guide your journey. They are here trying to get you into this Queen of Pentacles position. Like, they're saying keep going, and that they will help you get here. They want you to live a luxurious life of whatever that means to you. They want to help you to live that type of life. And all you have to do is answer the call and ask for help and be willing to receive it. We're just going to clean this up. Thank you for the messages. And then I'd like to open up the energy of this deck to receive messages, whatever is meant to be known right now. Let's do a cleansing first. Cleanse the deck, anything that needs to be known by the person on the screen. Take a deep breath in and out. Cleansing whoever's on the other side and preparing them for the next batch of messages. If you feel called to stay, make sure that you do. But if you don't feel called to stay, you do not have to. Now is a good time to pause or leave the video. It's a different set of messages. I'm ready and willing to receive messages from this deck. I get any messages of anything that wants to come through, preferably something on the more positive, joyous side, something to be grateful for, something that's being manifested right now, anything that wants to come through. Let's see what we've got. The star. Yes, perfect. This is what I want messages on. What are your hopes? What are your dreams? How can you have more faith? How can you have more fun? How can you create the life that you have wished for, that you have waited for? Yeah. How can we have more fun? What is it that you love to do? And why aren't you doing it? Yeah. Why are you not doing the things that you love? You would rather brave the storm than do the things that you love to do. What is holding you back? Whoa. I feel called to taking this one and this one. You have lived your life being the strong one. You have lived your life watching everything fall apart around you over and over and over again. And now that your nervous system is not regulated enough to have fun. It's not regulated in a way that you can enjoy the little things in life without feeling bombarded with feelings of guilt and feelings of struggle, feelings of fight, flight, or freeze. What information? Yeah, yes. Sometimes you have to be willing to bend the rules a little bit. Sometimes you have to be willing to have some fun. Sometimes the rules aren't all they're cracked up to be. I feel like you feel like you have to follow rules in order to stay safe, and that might be what was taught to you, and there is probably a very good reason for this, because a lot of the times rules are there for our safety, but that doesn't mean that you can't bend the rules sometimes when it's not going to harm anyone else in order to have a little bit of fun. There is a balance to be had. Yeah, you're really hyper analyzing things instead of letting yourself have a good time. Instead of letting yourself dream and be creative without anything holding you back, you're over analyzing things and putting a time limit on when you can be creative, and you're holding things in boxes that they aren't meant to be in. You can have high standards but still be okay with things when it goes wrong. And you don't have to be perfect all the time. And I really feel like your perfectionism is coming in to play when you are trying to have fun, and it is holding you back. It is holding you back. How can you go with the flow a little bit more? How can you go with the flow a little bit more? I feel like you just got to pull out a journal for some of these things. This is like a journal with me reading. Page of Swords. Curiosity is a type of magic. Yeah. Go with the flow by being more curious. If, for example, if something changes that you were not prepared for, and you are almost like tightening your grips because something is changing in your environment, in your plans for the day or for the week or for the month or for the year, be prepared to be curious, because if you can't use the preparation that you have that makes you feel safe, then prepare for curiosity. Allow yourself to say, yeah, I don't have that plan that I normally have. Yeah, that's making me stressed a little bit. What can I do to release the reins and be curious about what's coming next? Because that curiosity it'll just all of that perfectionism. It'll just curb it right where it is. Because you're meant to be creative. You're meant to be creative. You're meant to be curious. You're meant to go with the flow. Not everything is a race, not everything is a competition. Sometimes you can just chill, and that's okay. Sometimes you don't have to do all the work. The work will be done, and it'll get done when it's meant to get done. And you don't have to put when you think that it should get done on this. You don't have to do that. You can allow it to get done in the timing that it's meant to get done. Divine timing. Honor the fact that you feel dysregulated and allow yourself to be curious anyway. I feel like breathe, just take a breath. Just take a breath. It's almost like you've been holding your breath for so long, waiting for something bad to happen. And something bad doesn't have to happen. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. Choose peace. Choose strength and stability, but choose trust. Trust that everything is going to be okay. This card, no, this one. I'm going to pull both, but yeah, remember your inner child. Remember your inner child and how she or he used to play. And play like that. This feels like a mother energy coming through. And like this, I just want to remind you that when you get messages from spirit in form, like this is a message, like it's like talking to heaven is the deck. I personally take a lot of these messages as like, it doesn't matter if they're alive or not, they can still communicate through this. Like you don't have to be dead for me to receive messages from you, if that makes sense, or not alive. You can be on this realm and able to send me messages through your higher self. And I feel like a maternal energy with this card. Just like I'm getting some inner child messages, like your inner child, like also 2 hearts here. Hearts might be significant for you. When you were a kid, you may have drawn hearts a lot. And when you see hearts, it's a message from your inner child. Just to remind you that they're there. But I feel like your inner child is really trying to come through and entice you to be more curious and entice you to have more fun and let go a little bit. Because these things that you want to create in your life will come with time. When things are ready, they will come. They will be here. We're just going to cleanse and clear the energy. Let go of any negative energy in whoever is watching's aura. Any energy that isn't serving their highest good. We're just going to cleanse you. I hope you are able to receive these messages. And I'll see you next time. Bye.